After 10 years of my anxious sister secretly cutting me, I finally exposed her at my parents' anniversary dinner. Growing up, my parents were convinced my sister had an anxiety disorder, a condition that only seemed to flare up whenever I got good news. If I won an award or got an A, my sister would hyperventilate on the bathroom floor until they locked my trophy in the basement or ripped up the report card. It got to the point where my parents would pull me aside when I achieved something and convince the entire family I cheated. That's when I learned Martha's feelings were more important than mine. But when we were alone, my sister would take the razors she used to cut herself and use them on me instead. She'd drag them across my arms and say, "I hurt myself because of you, so now you get hurt too. If you tell anyone, I'll say you did this to yourself." I was 8 when it started. I didn't understand what was happening or why. I just knew it hurt and I couldn't tell anyone. It wasn't until I turned 13 and was old enough to know it was wrong that I tried to show my mom the scars. I rolled up my sleeves in the kitchen while my sister was at therapy. But my sister came home early, saw what was happening, and immediately started hyperventilating. "Mom, I've been waiting for the right time to tell you, but Ria, my name, has been copying my self-harm for attention. And whenever I see her scars, it triggers my recovery." I stared at my mom, begging her with my eyes not to blindly believe my psycho sister. She took a deep breath and turned to me, "Apologize." I swear I thought she was pranking me, but she stood there sternly with her arms crossed until I gave in. That night, Martha, my psycho sister, came to my room and said, "Try that again, and I'll tell them you've been stealing my razors. Who do you think they'll believe?" I kept telling myself that one day, everyone would see what she really was. And before I ended her perfect victim act, the cutting used to happen maybe once a week, sometimes more if I did something that made her look bad, like getting an award at school or being invited to a party she wasn't. But my parents never noticed because they were too busy making sure nothing upset my sister's mental health. But everything changed when my parents decided to throw a huge 20th anniversary dinner party. They invited 30 people, my dad's boss, my mom's book club, family friends. It was going to be this fancy catered thing at our house. All I had to do was make her angry enough to lose control, angry enough to do something she couldn't take back. The night arrived. Everyone was dressed up, drinking wine in our living room. I watched my sister work the room, telling her recovery story to my mom's friends, getting sympathy from everyone. She kept glancing at me, probably wondering why I was so calm, why I wasn't hiding in my room like usual. I walked up to my dad's boss in front of everyone and said, "Mr. Duckworth, thank you so much for writing that recommendation letter. I got the full scholarship to the UCLA summer program." The whole room started congratulating me. My sister's eye twitched. Her hand went to her wrist where her old scars were. Then she quietly excused herself and went upstairs. I counted to 30 in my head, then said I needed to wash my hands before dinner. As expected, I found her waiting in the bathroom with a razor in her hand. "You think you're so special?" she hissed, showing off in front of everyone. I stood by the bathroom door, right next to where the bath mat was still wet from earlier showers. My heart was pounding, but I forced myself to say the words I'd practiced. "Go ahead," I said. "Show everyone what you really are." Her whole body went rigid. "I'll tell them you attacked me, that you've been, there are 30 people downstairs." My voice was shaking now. "Dad's boss is right below us. You really want to explain why you have a razor at a dinner party?" I watched her face change. For a second, neither of us moved. Then she exploded at me with a razor. But this time I saw it coming and dodged. She hit the wet mat hard, and the razor caught her cheek. The cut opened up like a zipper. There was blood everywhere. Down her cheek, her neck, spreading across her white dress. I fainted from the shock, and when I woke up in the hospital, my parents' first words were, "How could you do that to your sister? Check her phone." The words came out flat and dead. I was so tired. "Just check her phone. Her password is 4 zeros. Their faces drained of color. Years of texts to her friends, bragging about making me cry. Photos of my cuts she'd sent to ghetto boys to impress them with laughing emojis. I heard the monitor beep beside me. Martha was waking up. Full story on channel, link below.